rats.
The rats are here to talk about Indiana Jones, finally. We love a good indie. We love a good adventure.
Excellent.
Good all around.
What you should be doing.
Start out. Iconic. Raiders of the Lost Ark, 1981.
You know, the thing about Raiders is it's almost two indie movies straight off the bat. Like, I feel like when you think of Raiders, you think of Indy in the desert and the Ark and fighting the Nazis and, you know, the finale and the warehouse and all that stuff. But first, there's the whole bit in South America in the jungle. And that's, you know, its own sort of iconic moment to itself. I mean, arguably, it's the most iconic part of any of these movies. It's
I think it is.
Perfect introduction to the character.
Insanely good opening.
You know, mostly without dialogue. More than anything, it's just fun.
The thing about it that's really funny to me is I saw a Harrison Ford interview a couple years ago where he's like, I read the script and this is the dumbest thing I've ever read. It's a white man in South America in a leather jacket and he's got a whip. Like, what are we doing? I don't know how you make that good, but they made it good. It's a great intro.
Yeah, it's a perfect intro. The cinematography is on point. From the get-go, you get the tone of the movie with the Paramount transition and John Williams' music and the lovely setup to revealing Indy's face in such a, like, in one of the more brutal Indy moments, which I love.
He, you know, does everything right to get through the temple. He gets to the idol. He switches it out with the sandbag, which we think is, oh my God, he's so clever. Like, he's so smart. He knows what he's doing. And then it immediately doesn't work.
Botch job, dude.
Yeah, complete botch job. The whole thing falls apart. You know, he gets betrayed on the way out, and then Belloc takes the idol, and he gets chased after by the Javitos. Like, that's just Indy. Like, you know, he is smart. He's trying to, you know, do these things, but he's not always actually succeeding.
He's more resilient than anything, I think. Mm-hmm. Harrison Ford is like no other. The riz that this man possesses is really, really staggering and insane. Indiana Jones is like kind of a piece of shit.
Yeah. He's really charming, Indy. He is like not a perfect guy and he doesn't pretend to be, but
perfect chest though.
Perfect chest. Yeah.
Oh my God. Anytime it peeks through his shirt, which it does in this opening sequence.
Always.
I mean,
every time.
Yeah. It's like, if we talk about Harrison Ford's best assets, besides his performance and his smile, the twinkle in his eye, it's the way his chest peeks out of those shirts and he's all sweaty and it's humid and I hate humidity, but I kind of hope for it in every Indiana Jones movie.
I think an important thing to mention with this film and actually going forward through all of them is the sound design.
Yes.
It has this sort of like hyper real thing to it. Like the gunshots, his revolver is not really a revolver sound. It's like a cannon basically.
Yeah.
The punches all have this real great smacking sound and it feels real, but it's so lifted and bigger. It makes all the moments feel so much better.
Well, yeah, even if it is heightened, because it's like it's creating its own world. This is the world of Indiana Jones. This is the South America of pulp 1930s. It's this brilliant, and it's all of the functions coming together to create this deep world that even though it's familiar, it's completely different.
We're almost kind of stepping around it, but I think it needs to be said. This is just flat out one of the best movies ever made. Like, simple as that. This is... Another movie has maybe on this podcast been called the best action movie. To me, this is the greatest action movie of all time. I love a great adventure. I feel like this has some incredible action sequences, a lot of variety in the kind of sequences they do. All, you know, they play out perfectly.
That incredible chase, the desert chase is amazing.
Yeah, you know, and all these things we're talking about, you know, the practical locations and settings and the grit and the sweat and the sound design. It's
the chest.
The chest. Oh my God. Yeah. It's a perfect movie to me.
Speaking of the ultimate, this is going to be brought up every single film, but John Williams adds so much. Not that this movie wouldn't be good or any movie wouldn't be good, but I think any movie John Williams scores adds so many points to it. And this score and the theme, the Raiders theme, and is one of the most iconic scores of all time.
So many good themes in this movie.
Yeah.
You're familiar with the story of the Raiders A and B sections, right?
Yes.
I don't know if anyone's heard this story. I'll tell it for the pod. John Williams presented Steven Spielberg with two options for the Indiana Jones theme. And the first was the A section of the Raiders March. Dun, 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 dun. And the second was dun, 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 dun. And Steven Spielberg just responded, "Great, I'll have both." And John Williams had to merge both of those together to create what is just like, it's a symphonic piece that builds and grows. And it's amazing. Like, you have one theme that kind of works in several places. And besides that, and the love theme in this movie, it so much can function off one brilliant march, which is amazing.
You gotta love a piece of score that when it starts playing, you're like, it's about to be hype in here. And it is, and it elevates it, and it gets you in the mood for the adventure. And I think that is unquantifiable how important that is to this movie.
In particular, in this one, I think during the truck chase, I think is real like, hell yeah, let's fucking go.
To give Spielberg a shout out, I think something that is unsung about his direction is how direct and concise it can be. So many of the scenes in this movie are really short, really to the point. The movie basically goes back and forth between dialogue exposition scenes, not even character-based dialogue scenes. They're just exposition scenes. They're like, what's the Ark of the Covenant? Some stupid guys from Washington are here. Explain it to me like I'm 5, and they have to do it. But it's so punchy. It's so quick to the point. You've got charismatic performances like across the board. I mean, Karen Allen's great. John Rhys Davies is great. So you've got all of this, and Spielberg just has this really great pace about him where you're just exposition, action. And it's just such a ride the entire time you're watching it.
It's just, it's punchy. It's to the point, but it's really legible. It's easy to follow, and it's hard not to fall in love with it.
What an adventure, am I right? Hey, thanks for watching this animated episode of Rats on Film. You know, contrary to what Short Round says, I think there is a little bit of time for love. If you like this video, you can subscribe up above, you can give it a like. And if you like Indiana Jones, you can check out our full discussion of all 5 Indiana Jones movies with a ranking. And let us know down below what your favorite Indiana Jones movie is.